Hi, I'm Jess and I am back for more soup making. So today we are going to make our soup and I have our Rock Crock Dutch oven. Just show you what that looks like. This is one of my favorite pieces. It is lightweight and it can go on the stovetop, in the oven, in the microwave, and on the grill. So it is very versatile. I am just going to light my stove, so 1 second. Okay, so I love using the Rock Crock for things like soups because it will brown my chicken, it will simmer low and slow, and then what I could do is I could start my soup in here on the stovetop and transfer it to the slow cooker base and then have it just simmer all day or stay on warm all day. And it would be delicious. So it's very versatile that way. Here I have my chicken that we cut up earlier. And I'm just kind of massaging it, getting all of those seasonings all mixed up. It's been thawing in my fridge. So I'm just going to put the chicken in and I'm going to let the chicken brown. Grab a spoon. All right. So do you have one of these? Do you have the spoon rests? I just find those are so handy. I use it every day. It comes in a set of 2 and they are fantastic. So this Rock Crock heats very evenly, which means that our chicken is going to cook evenly. I hate when you have hot spots in something and one side cooks hotter than the other side. This cooks very evenly. So we're just going to let that brown. Meanwhile, you're going to want to get 14.5 ounces of chicken broth set and ready to go. I have mine in my Easy Read measuring cup here, ready to go. And then of course I have my veggie bag as well. So that's all thawed out also. And you can give that a little mix just to make sure that you got all of your seasonings all mixed in. All right. So there we go. So earlier I talked a lot about our garlic herb seasoning. You can make a fantastic garlic herb butter. Just take softened butter and just mix in some of that garlic and herb seasoning. It is wonderful on bread. Get a crusty Italian loaf with this soup. It would be wonderful. You also can use that Italian seasoning. I mean, I use it in so many ways. I'll sprinkle extra on pizzas or on, well, I use it in my lasagna as well. So what I'll do is I'll take the ricotta cheese, I'll add an egg, and then add about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Mix that in with the ricotta and the egg, and then it creates a light, fluffy, deliciously seasoned ricotta layer in your lasagna. It's a great way to go. All right. And of course, when you're browning meat, as I was almost about to stir it, what you want to do is to get that brown color, you want that Maillard reaction is what it's called. It's a fancy cooking chemistry term, but it's just the browning of it. That means that the sugars are browning in the sugars that occur naturally in our foods, and that is browning, and it changes the flavor profile of your food. So that's why we brown meat. But in order to get that browning effect, we want to let the chicken just sit in the pan, in the hot pan, and not stir it quite yet.
If you stir it too early, what you're going to end up with is all of those juices coming out of the chicken. It'll become watery, sort of. And we're putting it in soup, so it's not a huge deal, but we want those flavor profiles that you get with browning meat. So that's your 30-second science lesson for today. All right, so we're almost there, almost ready for a stir, but I'm going to give it just a second more. So tell me in the comments how you're liking these soup recipes. Aren't these fun? I love having these in my freezer ready to go. Tonight's a busy night and I didn't have a whole lot of time, so being able to throw this together for my family is perfect. All right, so give it a little peek. I'll do a little stir. Yep, and when it sticks, you know that actually when it is browned, it will sort of release. So it'll release real nicely once you get that browning on your chicken. All right. So we'll just keep doing that. Let it go for a while. All right, so while our chicken is still cooking, I'm just gonna show you a couple other quick things that you can make with your extra Italian seasoning. Now, personally, I use this a lot and I run through it pretty quickly, but one thing you can do is make a pizza sauce with it. So if you're out of pizza sauce and you want to make homemade pizza, one of the things you can do is take an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, a tablespoon or 2 of Italian seasoning, and then fresh Parmesan cheese. And let me show you, because I'm from Wisconsin and I am serious about my cheese. So when I say fresh Parmesan cheese, I'm saying I want a wedge of Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to grate it with a microplane grater. I'm going to do the same thing on top of our soup tonight because it is going to be so delicious. So try to find a wedge of cheese for that. Another fun thing that you can do is fire up the grill, take some aluminum foil and cauliflower. So you're gonna break up your cauliflower, put it on the aluminum foil, dot it with some butter, and sprinkle it with Italian seasoning. And then just kind of cover the foil, you know, kind of bring the foil sides up, crimp it so it seals, and you are gonna make cauliflower bites on the grill with Italian seasoning. It's so delicious. All right, my chicken is almost done here. There we go. All right. Oh, this smells fantastic. I really wish we had smell-o-vision. The garlic canola oil and the garlic and herb seasoning that we used before are so good. All right, so then I am just gonna take my vegetable mixture. All right, I'm gonna empty that out, and then I'm gonna add my chicken broth to it as well. My chicken broth settled a little bit, so I'm just gonna do that, make sure I get it all, and then I'm gonna stir it up. I'm gonna bring this to a simmer. And again, now easily I could transfer this to the slow cooker base if I had done this earlier in the day. Oh, this looks so good. I could put it on the slow cooker base and just let it stay on low or warm. If you turn the slow cooker base to low, you can select the number of hours that you'd like it to cook, and then it'll go to warm after that. So I kind of like to do that so that my things don't get dried. Well, they don't really get dried out in a slow cooker, but they don't overcook. So, and then again, if you have croutons, you can top this with some croutons, top your bowl with some croutons, and then again, use your fresh from Wisconsin Parmesan cheese. Support those local farmers. All right. Have a wonderful night, and let's get cooking up north.